What's happening, YouTube? I'm in the middle of doing a take-home midterm, but I have to talk about this because everyone's freaking out. So Derrick Rose signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers on the veterans minimum 1 year, $2.1 million. Holy shit! All right, a few thoughts. One, this means that they got insurance, and I mean the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers got insurance for the Kyrie Irving trade because, as we all know, Kyrie Irving requested a trade, listed his teams that he'd like to go to. He doesn't have the no trade clause, so Cleveland can ship him wherever they want. But basically, Derrick Rose is going to be Kyrie Irving's replacement. And LeBron's throwing shade, all this stuff, but let me talk about Derrick Rose real quick. Last year for the Knicks, of course, they ran the triangle. Didn't work out too well, didn't do as much success as the Knicks were hoping for. So Cleveland gets back a former MVP, one of the top point guards in the league at the time. He's not a top point guard in the league anymore. In my opinion, you guys can talk in the comment sections if you want. But basically, Derrick Rose's career, in my point of view, has spiraled down. Because yes, you can make jokes about him being injury prone, but let's be real. This past season with the New York Knicks was supposed to be his year because he got traded from Chicago. He apparently loved New York. He was going to show that he can actually stay healthy. The Knicks had some depth behind him with the young guys, some guys from the D League that were coming up. So he had some opportunity to show that he can stay healthy a full season. However, he left to Chicago, which who knows why he did that. I'm still on the fence about if it was a bad idea or a good idea or whatever. But he only played 60 games. So that's 22 games he missed. And imagine if the Knicks made the playoffs, how many more games he would have missed. Or if he would even have come back at all. So that's the situation. Now, in the perfect world, Derrick Rose would be coming off the bench, backing up Kyrie Irving, and play maybe 15, 20 minutes tops, maybe as a 6th, 7th man off the bench. But with the whole Kyrie Irving news and Cleveland knowing that LeBron James is their number one priority, they're most likely going to trade Kyrie Irving before the start of the regular season, right before training camp, I feel. And that's no good for Derrick Rose because now all these people that say you're injury prone, former MVP, you had a $90 million extension, and now you're playing for the 2.1 veterans minimum. And I know what Derrick Rose is trying to do. He's trying to do what he did last year. He's trying to show, hey, I can play a full season. I'm worth the max money. Let me just prove it to you. The Knicks almost gave it to him, but then they fired Phil Jackson. And now the new GM, Scott Perry, is like, I don't know about you, Rose. I don't know. And he does. And I know Derrick Rose, he wants to ring chase. That's why he joined the Cavaliers. He wants to get the ring, add on to his resume, and hopefully stay healthy. But now the Kyrie Irving is most likely going to be traded. Now you're looking at 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And I think he might have to play on a minutes restriction, which is not what the Cleveland Cavaliers need if they want to win a championship and beat the Golden State Warriors. Also, I don't think Derrick Rose matches up well against Steph Curry or Klay Thompson. I think he's a liability against either of them, and I think Steph Curry in the perimeter will try to light him up. Now, I know he's not the player he once was, but Derrick Rose should have thought about this through more. I know the Lakers wouldn't have been a better option anyway, but I don't think winning a ring with Cleveland, if they manage to beat the Warriors, I don't think winning a ring with the Cavaliers would bring him the max money. So I don't even know if he can stay healthy. And LeBron James doesn't need a guy who's injury prone, that's going to miss 15 to 20 games. And I'm not even talking about 15, 20 games because of an injury. I'm talking 15, 20 games because Ty Lue and Dan Gilbert want Derrick Rose to just have a day off so he doesn't get injured. So he's going to miss games if they play this right. And if last year proved anything, Cleveland doesn't care about home field advantage throughout these playoffs. So they could easily give Derrick Rose a days off, but that hurts LeBron because now, in my opinion, I think LeBron would prefer home field advantage against the Golden State Warriors because now, before you could say, okay, they've beaten them on the road in the finals before. They don't need home field advantage. But now they have Kevin Durant, so they can beat you in 5-6 games easy. So it's home field advantage is much more desired now than it was in the past, and that's going to be a problem with Derrick Rose. So LeBron James, and LeBron might even leave after this coming season. So it's a whole mess right now in Cleveland. Melo's not even going to go to Cleveland. He knows the situation is not right there, and he already has his eyes set on Houston. The Knicks are going to try to entertain him to go to Cleveland, but Melo knows better. He has a no-trade clause. He knows Houston's the better fit. He's just going to try to convince the Knicks to figure out a 3 to 4 way team trade with Phoenix, hopefully, so he can bring on Brandon Knight or Eric Bledsoe, get a draft pick, something like that. But, good for Derrick Rose for landing a team, because it's always good for Derrick Rose to be playing in the league, but I don't think this was the right move. Maybe a return to the Knicks would have been better, because the Knicks are still in need of a veteran point guard. But it's just tough. It's just a tough situation for Derrick Rose. I don't think it was a good idea. I don't think he's going to get the max contract that he's looking for after this season. And I don't think he's going to last more than 60 games than he did last year. Because if last year proved anything, his knee, unless you give him days off, his knees are going to give up towards the end of the season. So, that's my input. What do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know. We'll discuss in the comments section. I'm going to try to get on. I know we had a problem on the live stream with The Walking Dead. And I know I was supposed to be on this week, but it's just been hectic with school and work. So I'll try to be on a lot more consistently. I'm really sorry, guys. I know it sucks for you because I know you guys really enjoy the live streams, being a part of it. So I'll try to do a lot better on my end. Just understand, I'm trying to, get this degree, man. So I'll catch you guys later. Subscribe for more. I'll see you soon.